Ending our discussion of something we began talking about on Face the State on Sunday, people moving to Connecticut. Many of those New York license plates you've been seeing are starting to call Connecticut home. In the month since the pandemic began, 16,000 New Yorkers have moved to Connecticut. Housing sales have been unprecedented, as Channel 3's New London Bureau Chief Kevin Hogan found out in Madison.
For sale signs have been popping up, pending, and sold over and over again on the shoreline in Madison and elsewhere since the pandemic began back in March. So, who's buying? Well, New Yorkers like Ann Melissa Dowling, who had considered buying for years, yet it was the coronavirus that pushed them.
With the trains and with everything else, I think people are evaluating sort of the things that are important to them, and you can have both living here.
The advantage of moving into Connecticut, according to realtors like Mary Beth COSGROVE, is getting more space.
I think they figured out they needed more space. If they're going to be staying at home, that everyone in the same house wasn't working. Interest rates are at a historic low.
It's a seller's market. That wasn't predicted, and Madison has the welcome mat out.
I moved from New York City 13 years ago with my husband, who actually grew up in Madison. So we recognize the benefits of moving to a community like this.
There are two houses for sale on my street. The first one wasn't even officially on the market, and it sold for over asking.
I'm showing property, and sometimes before I can even make an appointment for a client, the houses are under agreement with multiple bids and going over asking.
This is spectacularly beautiful here, but it's got the train line. It's got the best bookstore in the entire state, and just friends and family.
So how can you tell how many New Yorkers are buying? Well, we checked it out with the U.S. Postal Service. They reportedly indicate between March and June, 10,000 New York residents requested a change of address to Connecticut compared to 1,200 during the same time period last year. So just how long will this pandemic-fueled real estate rush continue? Real estate agents say they really don't know, but if you're planning to sell, now is the time to get in. With the Mobile Newsroom in Madison, Kevin Hogan, Channel 3, Eyewitness News.